Hey everyone, welcome back to Loot Code. I hope you're doing well. Today we'll build a tool which will help us create receipts. So this can be used to automate the process of making invoices or receipts and then converting them into a PDF. So this is how it would look like. Suppose I'm trying to bill 2 courses that somebody bought, or probably even I bought. So you have a date and then you have the course, then the subscription and price, something like this, right? So this is a receipt that we're trying to create using Python. So let's see how to do it. Okay, so given here is the algorithm. These are the steps that we will follow to create this particular tool. So firstly, we will import the required modules. We will first install ReportLab library. All right, so let's go ahead and install pip install ReportLab. So this is what you have to run. I have already installed this particular library, so it shows requirement already satisfied. So this is what we will be installing, and then we have to import quite a few modules from this library, which I have already done here. So these are all the necessary modules that we have to import from this ReportLab library. Let's look at all of this as we go ahead in our program, right? So second, we have to create a list of lists. So let's see what I'm talking about when I say list of lists. So I'm going to create a variable called data, and now I have a list inside which I will have another list. So these are going to be my rows and columns. So this is the first row, then I'll have a second row, then I'll have a third row. So that's why we are creating a list of lists. So probably I'll say date and then name, and then we can have the subscription and price in rupees. All right, next we can type the actual date, which is 20th August 24. Let's say I bought a web dev course, web dev subscription for, let's say, 2 years, and price maybe 3,000. Next I'll have another course on the same date, 08/2024, maybe DSA, 2 years, and it costed me another 3,000 rupees. All right, my next row can be the subtotal. The name would be empty, subscription would be empty, and the price would be 6,000. And then let's say I have a discount of rupees 1,000. All right, next the total bill, total would be rupees 5,000. So that's our table of contents. So this is a receipt that we'll put into a table and then print it as a PDF. So that was the array of arrays, which was data. Next, we will create a PDF document template. So we will use this simple doc template that we have imported to create a PDF file called receipt.pdf with the A4 page size. So I will create a variable called PDF, and then I will use this simple doc template to create our base template for our PDF. So simple doc template. So here I will give the name of our file. So it says receipt.pdf. Let me call it receipt1.pdf, and then page size will be equal to A4. We have also imported A4, which is like another module from the ReportLab library. So now that we've created our base template for the PDF, we can go ahead and write some styles for our heading. So let's say styles is equal to, we have imported this get sample style sheet. All right, so this is a standard style sheet that ReportLab provides, so we can use this. Is equal to get sample style sheet, right? So define styles, get a sample style sheet using this method and store it in a styles variable, which we did just now. And then we have to extract a specific style for our title, right? So heading 1 is a specific title, specific style. So we will extract this from styles. So styles heading 1. All right, and then we will set the alignment of the title to center. So title style. Okay, so this styles, that whatever we've extracted, styles of heading 1, I will store that into a variable called title style, and then title style dot alignment equals 1. If you observe here, so title style dot alignment is equal to 1. Then add a title for the PDF. So the way we're going to add the title is to create a paragraph object with the title and apply the title style to it, right? So we have title is equal to paragraph. This is an object that we have, I think, imported. Yes, we have imported this paragraph object as well. So paragraph, let's say loot code is my title, and title style is the styling that we're giving our title. All right, so next we will create a table object. Okay, so before we create the table object, we can define our styling. All right, so let's come here, and style is equal to, we'll create a table style object first, table style. So we have to pass a parameter into this table style, which is this. All right, so let's go ahead and understand what this is, right? So the box is going to be a border, then the grid is going to be all the lines and tables and everything. The background color, text color, align, and background, you would understand here. I've given a comment. So this is the header background, this is the header text color, align all cells to the center, and cell background. So let's understand the numbers here, all right, all of these numbers. So when I say box and I say 0, 0, it means that I'm talking about the first cell in the table. Okay, so 0, 0 would be the 0th row and the 0th column. So it follows a zero based indexing, and a -1 and a -1 would mean that it's the last row of the last column. Say if I have a 4x4 table, which is 4 columns and 4 rows, or 4 rows and 4 columns, my 4, 4 is nothing but my -1 and -1. This 1 would mean how thick I want the border or the box to be, and all the grid lines similarly here from 0, 0 to -1, -1, I'd want to have a thickness of 1. Background is for the header background, so it says from 0 comma 0, which is the first column, first row, first column, to the last row of the 0th column, which is the first column, last row of the first column. The header background would be gray, and similarly text color, the header text color would span from 0 comma 0 to minus 1 comma 0, that is the first row first column and the last row first column. And alignment, all the cells, the content in all of the cells will be aligned to center, because it says 0 comma 0, which is the first cell, and minus 1 comma minus 1, which is the last cell. And background 0 comma 1, it says the cell background from the second column, right, sorry, 0 comma 1 would be the 0th row, but the first column. So all of the cells from the first column to the last row and last column would be color beige. So that's what this whole styling is, styling parameter that we have passed into table style. Colors is something we have imported here. This would be a little confusing, which is why I have tried to explain what we're trying to do, right? So this was our styling for our table. Next we will create our table. So table is equal to, so if you observe here, I've written create a table object. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to create a table object and pass data into it, table, and the parameter would be data that we have defined here, our rows and columns. Next, table dot set style, our style variable. Finally, we have pdf dot build. So this is to create our finally we can create our PDF by doing pdf dot build. This would take an argument, which is our title and table, So I think we are good to go. This is the script. Let me run the code and observe the output. So okay, it has created here in, says receipt1.pdf. If you observe, we have loot code, we have the web dev, which is for 2 years, 3,000 rupees. So if you observe, we have created our receipt. If you enjoyed building this, hit the subscribe button. Also give me a thumbs up. Keep learning, keep coding. Goodbye.